With the flip front in place, it's now time to work some magic on the rear end. Now, first of all, I want to reroute the exhaust. It seems a bit untidy coming out from underneath. I think it'd be much cooler if it comes out of the wings. And then there are these rear lights. These actually replaced the originals, but they're not exactly legal by modern standards. So I actually want to remove them as well, but then I want to add these, which are much more up to date. Well, my plan is to actually follow an old custom trick and French them into the fiberglass arches. And that means actually cut some holes in the wings, position the exhaust and the lights inside some sculpted tubes, and then those are then bonded into the wings.
That's the great thing about custom cars. You have an idea and you just do it. Essentially, I'm going to set these cups into the wings, which will hold both the tailpipes and my LED light clusters. So I decide where to put them and then get busy with the hole saw. When you're cutting glass-reinforced plastic, make sure you're wearing a mask and goggles and use a dust extractor while being in a well-ventilated workshop, as the dust from this work is very hazardous. These plant pots are just the right size and are used for measurement purposes and to form the mould for these GRP cups I'm actually going to use.
Right, the next thing I have to do is try and work out exactly where this little fiberglass bucket's going to sit on the back of our wing. So first of all, I just want to work out where our light unit's going to go. I want it just on the very cusp of the hole in the wing there. So what I've done is measured its thickness and used a bit of tape to kind of give that a representation on our bucket. And then, if I then offer that bucket up into the hole, as long as I have the edge of that fiberglass on the edge of the hole in the wing, that'll be in the right position. So now what I can use a marker just to draw all the way around there and then use this as a template in our fiberglass bucket. You with me so far?
Frenching is a bit of a black art, and if you need work like this done, you'll find body workers who might take it on for between £500 and £1,000. Once I've got my profile lined up, I tee up the glass-reinforced plastic.
That is looking pretty cool. So the next stage, really, before I can start fiberglassing, is actually just to glue gun this into position so I can take the wing off the car and just finish the job off on the bench.
I fiberglass the cups to the inside of the wing by stippling pieces of fiberglass matting with oodles of resin. It goes off very quickly, so it has to be fitted rather fast. Once the cups are in place, I offer up my new exhaust pods into the refitted primered wings. The custom exhaust tips contain a ring of LEDs, which I'll reveal later on. I use foam to help centre their position, so I'm absolutely sure they're correct. And later on, I'll need to reroute the exhaust system to fit. I won't be able to complete this until the body shop has done their job. That's another thing on my list.
Mike really wants our Ford Pop to stand out from the crowd, and it's modifications like this that are going to really help it do that. Now, unfortunately, I've still got tons of work still to do, but if everything goes to plan, this car is going to look fantastic.